all over the world. Species clash in nature's savage battle of survival. On the open plains, deep in the oceans, and under desert skies, all are locked in deadly conflict. Animals fight tooth and claw to win food, territory, and rights to the bloodline. From the highlands of America to the wilds of Africa, there are no rules. This is Animal Fight Night. Maternal instinct is a formidable defense. But even the most dedicated mothers can't be everywhere at once. African elephants are the biggest mothers that walk the earth. They're near indestructible titans. But calves start out around 40 times lighter than mom, and they need to watch out. A 10-year-old female searches for water with her herd. Adults need to drink almost 50 gallons every day. Highly protective females lead these tight family groups. While the youngster drinks, the herd watches. Elephant trunks can suck up around 3 gallons of water at a time to squirt into their mouths to drink. But this essential multi-tool is also a nose, an alarm call, and a powerful arm. About the only thing it can't do is see. A Nile crocodile. Males defend their territory aggressively. A croc's bite pressure is 7 times greater than a lion's. The little one's trunk may have the thinnest skin on her body, but it too can be a weapon. The trunk has 8 major muscles on each side. Muscles running around the trunk control the volume of the nasal passages and suck up water, while those running lengthwise move the trunk in all directions. In an adult, they're strong enough to kill a lion with a single blow. The youngster thrashes a ton of angry croc. If she's pulled into the river, she'll be in the reptile's domain. In water, a croc's trademark kill strategy is the death roll. It drags victims underwater and spins them with such force that it can dismember their bodies. Without a trunk, the youngster is unlikely to survive. Panic spreads in the herd. But that super strong arm now has the croc out of its territory. Mom's protective instinct kicks in. The croc loosens its grip. And Mom's tusks add some not-so-gentle persuasion. The youngster learns that her most vulnerable asset can be her best defense. This killer croc bit off more than he could chew. Animals clash over territory and food. But for some, the fight to protect their young is the most important battle of all. Monterey Bay is one of the most dangerous places in the world if you're a mother gray whale. She's on a 12,000-mile round trip to feeding grounds in the Arctic. It's one of the longest migrations of any animal. She's a 40-ton leviathan with little to fear from predators. But her 4-month-old calf is a slow-moving target. Because these are hunting grounds. Beneath the waves, a pod of orcas looks for its next meal. They're the largest of the dolphin family, apex predators of the ocean. They'll work in teams to kill baby whales. It's murky, but these are expert trackers. Orcas have a natural sonar system. They vibrate their nasal passages to make clicking sounds. A mass of fatty tissue in the head, called the melon, focuses the sound waves into a beam. As the beam echoes off objects, the orca's brain interprets it as an acoustic image of its surroundings, which allows them to accurately track a prey's location from half a mile. But close ahead, mother whale's excellent hearing could detect orca clicks. So when they hunt whales, these crafty killers turn off their sonar and close in silently to circle in stealth mode. Mom has over a 30-ton advantage. As long as she stays alongside her calf, it has a chance. The orca's 6-ton body blows weaken the calf. Mom tries to heave him out of the water to breathe. But they're both tiring. The orcas enter phase 2 of their kill plan. In an attempt to separate mom and baby, they bully their way between the pair and push down the calf so it can't breathe. The orcas use their 6-ton body weight to try to drown the almost 5,000-pound calf. An adult gray whale can stay submerged for 15 minutes. Its muscles and blood cells store more oxygen than most mammals, and it can dramatically lower its heart rate to consume less oxygen. But the calf can only last for 5 minutes. It's the orca's ace strategy to net a protein-rich feast. But Mom has an ace up her sleeve, too. She turns over and swims belly up. Upside down, she can't breathe. But it gives her calf a platform to lie on. orcas are outsmarted and exhausted. They'll have to look elsewhere for today's dinner. Mother and calf take a breath and head back to their epic migration. In the land of lions, most hunts are executed by lionesses. Just like any winning team, they need a game plan, especially when the prey is 1,800 pounds of Cape buffalo. As one lioness lays hidden, the rest of her team takes position. Their target is 6 times heavier than they are and can charge at 35 miles an hour. When a buffalo gets going, it's a near unstoppable juggernaut. And it's a lion killer. Lioness tactics work the odds. Hunting in groups increases their chances of a kill by over 10%. To take down one buffalo, first you stalk. Then comes the ambush. And finally, the kiss of death. The suffocation move. But few plans survive contact with the enemy. She's upwind of her prey, and he smells a cat. The plan's busted. The hunter is now the hunted. But what happens next could turn the tables again. A buffalo can outrun a lioness over distance. But this game can switch in an instant. Now her team is back on track. Phase 2, the ambush. But this buffalo's not stopping for passengers. It's too much for one 280-pound lioness. More backup arrives. A male lion, weighing in at up to 420 pounds, brings extra power to the hunt. But it's still not enough. To give the kiss of death, they need to slow the buffalo down. A lioness rides the buckaroo, and she's inches from being gored. But the buffalo is shut down and surrounded. Phase 3, the kiss of death. While the rest of the team pins the buffalo down, one member seals off its airways. The plan delivers big time. The Alaskan wilderness. In summer, moose are on high alert. As as wolf packs target their newborn calves. A pack member picks up a new mother's scent. When predators close in, she'll rush to water, where long legs give her an advantage over the stockier wolves. One of the pack tracks her down. Mom's 7 times heavier. And she can smash his skull with a single kick. A second wolf joins the attack. This pool isn't deep enough to deter them. But they don't have the numbers to surround her. Backup arrives. It's now 6 on 2. 700 pounds of moose mom is a feast for the pack. But she's too strong. The mob sticks with the easier target. Wolves attack from all directions to confuse prey. And in the panic, she unleashes one of those deadly hooves on her own calf. She aims another hoof, but it's a miss. 4 wolves distract Mom, which leaves the calf unprotected. Mom beats them back, but she's outflanked. It's only 30 pounds of calf meat, but it'll keep the cunning pack going until tomorrow. When you're the sole breadwinner, it's not just your life at stake. A cheetah single mother needs food. Her cubs haven't eaten for days. But hunting means leaving her infants to fend for themselves. Without Mom's protection, they're easy meat for predators. Cub mortality can be as high as 90%. A solo cheetah will often target small antelopes. But today she's desperate and ventures 7 miles from her cubs for wildebeest. It's a protein-rich kill that could feed her family for days. But it could also kill her. The cheetah lacks a lion's strength. Her bones are light and fragile. Faced with up to 30 inches of horns, hunting solo is high risk. And without a mom, her cubs will starve. Mom begins her approach. She attacks from the flanks. It's a miss. Wildebeest can hit speeds of up to 50 miles per hour. But she can't give up. A running cheetah can cover 23 feet with each stride. She punches way above her weight. The wildebeest is about 4 times heavier. If she's going to feed her cubs, Mom must kill quick. But the best way she can kill a wildebeest is by slow strangulation. If one herd member is under attack, backup piles in. A 15-inch horn spears deep into Mom's flank. Impaled on her own prey. It could be a death sentence for Mom and her cubs. An injured hunter can't feed its family. This cheetah mom escapes her would-be prey, but pays a high price. Other predators lurk, and Mom knows leaving her cubs alone for several hours is a risk. There's no good answer. She's escaped today's hunt with her life. But with 4 hungry mouths to feed, she must get back out on the killing fields and bring home the bacon. Battles in nature often call for teeth, claws, or horns, but not always. On the coral reef, 2 worms fight a battle of the sexes with their penises, all 4 of them. Flatworms are hermaphrodites. Each have male and female sex organs. When they mate, they battle with their double-barreled penises to determine who becomes mom and who's the daddy. The loser must bear the young, while the winner floats off fancy-free. 2 flatworms square up, weapons at the ready. One attempts a stab. It's a miss. The aim is to use their spiked penis to pierce the skin. This injects sperm into the body. The sperm works its way to the unfertilized eggs, distributed throughout the flatworm's body. It's known as traumatic insemination. The ejaculate contains components that dissolve skin tissue. It can cause flesh wounds. Battles can last an hour. Just one stab is enough to impregnate. Finally, one opponent delivers the winning injection. The penetrated flatworm is now mommy dearest and will have all the parental responsibility. Daddy's work is done. But Daddy can't gloat. The next battle may not go so well. When annual rainfall is less than 10 inches and prey is scarce, you have to make the most of what you've got. Meet the brown hyena. Like the garbage man of the desert, this ruthless scavenger forages alone. Over 115 square miles of territory in the Kalahari Desert. He can sniff out decaying carrion from more than a mile away. And he's fiercely protective of what little he has. To mark his territory, he secretes a stinky white paste from anal glands. It's a warning to outsiders to back off. But one nomadic outsider walks straight past the Keep Out sign. It's gonna be war. A nomadic hyena moves in on a rival's territory. Policing his turf, the landowner takes a stand and raises the hair on his neck almost a foot high. He wants to look big and bad. Both hyenas are evenly matched. Their inch-long canine teeth are designed for tearing flesh. The hyena has a bite pressure of around 1,000 pounds per square inch. That's about 3 times greater than a Rottweiler's. The nomad stands firm. The landowner puts his opponent in a headlock. Then, a counterattack from the nomad. The landowner won't back down. Realizing he's out of his depth, the nomad changes his tune. Heavy cries and vocalizations signal surrender. The ferocious scavenger secures his turf. There's only so much dead meat to go around, and this hyena ain't sharing. Some animals will fight to the death. In nature, you're never down till you're out. On the African savanna, a savage Olympics is underway. An Impala races at 30 miles an hour. He's a sprinter. But behind him a pack of African wild dogs, the ultimate endurance athletes. One of the most successful predators on the savannah, the dogs kill in 4 out of 5 hunts. Known as a hypercarnivore, the majority of their diet is meat, mostly impala. When they're hungry, they'll tail prey for over an hour at speeds of almost 40 miles an hour. What keeps the impala going is fear and adrenaline. As it flees, the impala is under huge stress. This results in the adrenal gland releasing chemical messengers that support the most essential organs needed to run and evade capture. This incredible defense mechanism is part of the fight or flight response. Even so, the impala can't outlast the desperate pack. One pack member gets ahead of the rest. Pound for pound, the wild dog has one of the strongest bites of any African carnivore. But he's not about the instant kill. He'll eat first, kill later. The impala's wound is already fatal. But its incredible survival response kicks in. This prey won't go down without a fight. An African wild dog attempts to eat an impala alive. But despite its guts hanging out, a mortal injury, the impala fights on. Thanks to an amazing physiological response. Inside the impala's brain, the pituitary gland pumps out endorphins. These act as a natural painkiller. At the same time, excess glucose releases into the bloodstream, giving the impala a vital energy boost. Energized and numbed, this impala won't call it quits. Face to face, it's a test of wills. To feed again, the ravenous canine must risk a lethal stab from impala horns. But despite his fighting spirit, the impala can't survive. And the pack arrives to secure its kill. One impala loses the battle. But that same fighting spirit is key to the survival of the species. Even the unlikeliest of animals can be equipped for all-out war. This fella may look peaceful, but the ungulate tortoise packs a deadly weapon. His lower shell extends into a blade. Perfect for ramming and flipping, which can be a death sentence. Tortoises don't fight for fun. They fight to mate. And they'll wage war with anyone who stands between them and their goal. Loverboy has his sights set on a fertile female. He reveals his intentions by biting her legs and tail. But he's not the only one wooed by her scent. The rules are simple. Last man standing gets the girl. Loverboy flips the challenger onto his backside. If he can't get back on his feet, it's game over. But the undergrowth foils the attack. The intense battle rages on, making it easy for this sneaky devil to steal the prize. Loverboy is bowled over and has another fight on his hands. A stranded tortoise can fry in his own shell. This tortoise may not have been toasted, but he lost the fight and his love. Animals fight for mating rights, usually to pass on their own genes, but some battle for the family bloodline. This turkey will never mate, but he'll fight to exhaustion so his brother can. It's breeding season in South Dakota. And for wild turkey males, the competition to mate is bloody. They leave the brood at just 6 months old to form bands of brothers. Only the dominant bro will ever mate, if they can beat rival sibling posses. Two sets of brothers square off at the crossroads. The prize, mating rights for the neighborhood hens. It's the local gang versus the out-of-town posse. First battle is all about the champs, the dominant bros. The gang's big bro gives his rival a 9-pound left hook. The posse's champ hits back. Then the classic turkey move, the beak lock. It's a question of who bends first. But with their wingmen wanting to cut in, things are about to get bloody. A turkey beak lock will go on until the weaker bird quits. But if Big Bro's in trouble, Little Bro will step in and protect Big Bro's back. The loyal little brothers will battle to exhaustion to help their big bros win the chance to mate and pass on the family genes. posse's little bro takes a beating. Back in a beak lock, the gang's big brother twists his opponent into submission. And the posse is defeated. The winning siblings send their rivals on their way. Only the evidence of the bloody battle remains. Now this sharp-dressed turkey is the dominant bird. Even though little bro won't mate, he's done his part to help further the family bloodline. Animals build love nests to woo a mate. But to protect them from trespassers, they'll fight dirty. Field crickets, peaceful country hoppers, or warriors with unbelievable moves. In the sunny meadows of northern Europe, a cricket plays a dangerous game. He rubs together veins on the back of his wings to make a love song. He hopes to attract a mate. But it tells every other male exactly where his burrow is. Cricket's ears are in their legs, and this newcomer's gone weak at the knees for the crooner's love song. But it's not a lady. It's a dude. And he wants to steal the crooner's love pad. The crooner changes his tune. This song is a rival song. A warning. But this trespasser ain't listening. And if the song fails, how about a tirade of antennae lashes? If whips don't do the job, time to up the ante. Long hind legs help crickets jump 20 times their length, but their power can turn them into battering rams. The crooner leaves his most aggressive weapon to last. Mandibles, used for gripping food, are so powerful, they can catapult an opponent. The rival wrestlers go nuclear. The crooner reclaims his love pad. But it's no fairy tale ending for his shelterless foe. It's a nightmare.